This is my new to me 1967 Alfa Romeo Giulia. Now, last year I had one of these, actually, same year, I had a 1967 Alfa Romeo Giulia 1300 Ti that I purchased in the Netherlands. I flew over, picked it up, drove it all the way back, and I absolutely loved that thing. Now, the reality is I didn't really get to spend a huge amount of time with it. I picked it up in the November, went to a couple of meets, drove it a few times, but then went to hit. And as we were coming into spring, I actually sold the car. But I've always kind of hankered after another one, and that's when I found this car. Now, this car isn't a normal Giulia. This is actually an ex-Squadra Bianca race car, and I'm going to show some video footage here of what that looks like. Now, the Squadra Bianca races is actually one of the longest standing one-make race series that took place in the Netherlands. And what's pretty unique about the series is they all used these 105 Giulia saloons. Every single car was white, but each team could have their own different colored nose cone. And as we go through the restoration through the winter, the plan is to keep a pretty race car. So we're going to be really keeping a lot of those features, including the livery. But for me, I do a lot of road trips. I'm going to be driving this primarily on the road. So the plan is to actually add a few creature comforts as well, just to make it a little bit easier to live with, but really recognizing the car's race history. Now, I've got all the parts for the car. Absolutely everything came with it. It has a 2000 Nord engine as well, so it's going to be the 2 litre. A lot of really trick race parts that came with the vehicle as well. So actually, once we're through bodywork and stuff, putting it together should be relatively straightforward, and I am hoping to have this ready for the spring, as optimistic as that sounds. So yeah, I'm going to keep everyone updated as we go through this. Please do, leave a comment if you're interested in following the build and you think it's worth me recording the journey that we go through. And I'm hoping that come springtime and the weather getting a little bit better, we're going to have a Giulia 105 to use on the road here.